6:40 in the morning. I am at Sookmyung Women's University in Seoul, Korea. That says Sookmyung Yojade Hakyo, which means Sookmyung Women's School. And this is the plenary building where all of the speeches will take place. My presentation will be up here in the music building. This is not a city built for people in wheelchairs, I must say. However, I have seen 7 or 8 shops on the streets that are dedicated purely to prostheses. So I have not seen many people wheelchair bound, which, considering there are still survivors left of a pretty serious war where there were a lot of casualties and injuries, you don't see a lot of that, but you do see a lot of prostheses shops, which I don't see at home. Now here, in case you need to get in a little bit of tennis between your classes, in the middle of the 2 buildings, there's a tennis court. Many of the trees are decorative. Some of them are bonsai. Which proves my point, function is function, but there's no reason that we cannot make it also beautiful, right? This is just an overlook onto the courtyard. You see all the decorative trees, plants everywhere, decorative trees over there. And keep in mind that this is maybe 3 or 4 blocks off of a major subway line in the middle of downtown Seoul. Flowers are getting a little bit cold, so it's time to switch them out, I guess. And the trees are starting to change colors. And here is where I will be. Umak Dehak Music School. So I will be presenting in there. Hopefully some people will leave the plenary building to come over here to see me at 10 a.m. And again, just the design and the use of space is very distinct here. You get the idea that it's probably extremely well thought out, things that will stay alive and things that can deal with all kinds of weather. Down here is where the registration is going to be in a couple minutes. I wasn't sure how long it was going to take me to get here, though my hostel is only a stop away. It's a pretty decent uphill walk to get here, and they said that they were going to start at 8. That big tower up there is North Seoul Tower on Nam Mountain, and that's where I walked up to the other day when I started a live video from there after I had reached the top and caught my breath. On the campus, we have Sookmyung Women's University Museum and Chungyongyang Embroidery Museum, which ought to be interesting after the festivities have closed. There's outdoor seating and gentle power to change the world. Gentle, of course, referring to their idea of the gentler sex. It is only about an hour past sunrise, so there are people on the roads, but not a lot of them. And it's still relatively quiet. Even with all the different design in the architecture, it still strikes you that everything was really, really well planned. Now, I wanted you to see these signs, 1, 2, 3, 4 signs up a stairwell in case you forgot where you were going at the KOTESOL conference before you reached the top, but after you had started to walk up. They must think that us English speakers are not too bright. I'm not sure. But I will let you know how it goes and maybe take you on a brief tour to show you some of the very unusual food that we have access to while here, including hot dogs studded with peppercorns, wrapped in pretzel dough with pepperoni on the outside, which my sons seem to think would be a delicious thing to eat, but it seems unusual to me. However, pizza without the cheese does sound a little bit appealing. So it looks like some people are actually getting here. So have a lovely evening, and I will talk to you soon.